Hello guys, now this is a very different kind of video wherein I'll be talking on the books to be read basically. Now yes, when we go for MBA, we know that GD and PI is very important part. Now during GD and PI and even case discussion, you need to have content. Now content is not something which you can build, in 2 days time or in 1 month's time. So we always ask students that, see, as soon as you start preparing for your MBA entrance exam, start reading some good books. Right now, there will be a series of videos, around 3 4 videos. So I've already written a few books here. I've taken photographs, just normal photographs of these books. Now, in this video, I'm going to talk on books which will help you during your group discussion, case discussion, and personal interview. Please understand these books might not help you for your reading comprehension or overall English improvement. No, for those I'll mention separate books, right? But these are books that will definitely help you for your GD and CD preparation, and I'll also tell you how, right? Let's see. The first book which you guys should read is this one. Okay, here we go. Yeah, so there are four books I'll be talking today. First is Rashmi Bansal, then Varghese Kurian, The Google Story, and It Happened in India by Kishore Biani. So let's see. I'm not going to analyze these books here. For next around 15 odd minutes, I'll just give brief about these books and how these books will help you during your CDN, GD, and even personal interview. And it has happened with a lot of our students. So I'll give those examples also. First book is this. Now, why this book helps? That is important. Number one is this book talks about 25 stories of people who were pass outs of IIM Ahmedabad, who left their job and started their own business. Yes, obviously the quote is from Steve Jobs, but that doesn't matter for us as of now. Now, I'll give you a few stories. See, what this book does is it gives you summary of those 25 companies. This is the most important part. You don't have to go through those companies, right? During group discussion, during case discussion, during interview, if you can take any one or two of those examples, trust me, 90% of the students won't be knowing about it. Okay, you talk about Sanjeev Bikhchandani from Naukri.com did this. Khatam. People will have to listen. Why? Because you are giving certain facts which not many people read. Right? So this is how it helps. I'll give you certain examples like whatever I remember from this book. Right? I remember Sanjeev Bikhchandani. Sandeep of Naukri.com. Now this guy was the founder of Naukri.com. Now that too, he founded this company when internet just came into India. I still remember. Now this might look offending for a few people or might not, but I have to speak facts here. So Times of India used to have such thick booklet of ascent. There used to be something called ascent. I hope my spelling is correct for this specific word. Wherein all job opportunities used to come. It used to be so thick. Must be Wednesday if I remember correctly. इतना बड़ा बहुत सारे पेजेस होते थे जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटीज के लिए. And Monster always used to exist outside India, obviously. This chap came out with Naukri.com. You read this book, that there's obviously what has been happening in last 8, 10, 7, 8 years. You can go through that, but how the company was founded, what were the initial hiccups, which were the people who were with this guy, you know everything. Right? In one book you get 25 such stories. What else do you need? Right? And if you look at last 7, 8 years, this ascent of Times of India has gone for a toss. Right? Because everything is online, all job searches, everything is happening online. This is what this guy started doing. So obviously now he has got competition, but this is you come to know about a story. You portray this story in one group discussion, some interview. That's it. You have it. Another, now see, I've taken various examples here. Another is Narendra. I don't remember the full name. Markambi something. Narendra. The chap started Sri Renuka Sugars. I remember this Sri Renuka Sugars. Now, sugar as an industry in India per se is basically controlled by politicians. Obviously, I'm not going to name any of the politician here. I can be in jail the next day. It's controlled by politicians. This guy took it head on. Murkambi, I'm really sorry if the name is pronounced wrong, but Narendra Murkambi. And this Renuka Sugar. So he was doing some small business from Ahmedabad, started doing some small stuff, got into sugar, changed, revolutionized sugar industry at that point of time. You'll come to know about this story. Then, yeah, now all of us know MMT, right? MakeMyTrip.com. You know this, right? And I'm Ahmedabad. I'm forgetting the name. Kalra Deep. If I remember, it is Deep Kalra. Must be Deep Kalra. I remember a few stories. Obviously, I read it long time back. So MakeMyTrip.com. We know, right? And I'm Ahmedabad pass out. I think he worked for some time and then started MakeMyTrip.com. Obviously, gradually he got competition, but today also this website is doing amazingly well. And you'll come to know about, see, the point is, what is Make My Trip doing today? All of us know, right, how it started, you know, what are the hiccups these guys faced, see, all these, now, see, I've given you a few stories here. Now, this book is about Rashmi Bansal, who is the author, again, and I am Ahmedabad pass out, right? So, Rashmi Bansal took interviews of all these guys. So there's no financial record or reading balance sheet. No, um, these are strict interviews with the owners. We'll come to know from horse's mouth how these guys did it. So what will happen with this book is there are 25 stories. You'll know about those companies, and obviously I always request my students that please go through their latest things also. That's it. 25 stories is a big thing. Right, it will motivate you that even though you are from IIM Ahmedabad, like remember this is IIM Ahmedabad, even though you are from IIM Ahmedabad, these people were ready to leave their lucrative jobs and start something on their own, right? Yeah, so emphasis, then I think Mr. Handa, Sunil Handa, I don't remember correctly, Mr. Handa, a very very nice story of his. I don't remember exactly. Educomp, one of the biggest education company in India, was started by someone from IIM Ahmedabad. I hope you understand. So once again, it's a very free flowing book. You think this will improve your English to crack RC passages? No, it definitely won't. But it will help you during your GD and PI for sure, guaranteed. Right. Next book I would like to talk. Yes, that book, Rashmi Bansal's book, had a lot of content, so I could talk more on that. I Too Had a Dream by Verghese Kurya is one of my favorite. Now, again, my favorite book doesn't matter much. Don't worry about that. The point is, this book talks about Amul, right? We all of us know the White Revolution. This guy started. It's a thrilling story. It's a thrilling story. It will tell you about India to a great extent, how India works, or how India worked at that point of time, how this man revolutionized the industry. And remember, and if you read this book, you'll find out that this guy was a bully. This guy was eccentric during his younger days, right? Varghese Kurian. But once he got into this Gujarat and everything, Amul, huge thing, you'll understand, right? In fact, in one of my students interview, it happened. Again, I won't name the college here, in which college it happened. There were three panelists and the student told me, sir, yeah, I'm an avid reader, I read following books. One of the book is I Too Had a Dream by Verghese Kurian. And the guy in his 70s or 80s, the person who was taking interview, he just asked him couple of 3-4 questions here and there about this book, and he was able to answer. But see, it's a thrilling book. You will remember most of the things. He was able to answer. And when he left, when the student was almost about to leave, he told that I'm a friend of Verghese Kurian. I hope you understand. Right? The interviewer, the person who was in his 70s and 80s, told the student that I'm a friend of Verghese Kurian. So, and that's it. The interview ended. He was selected. Obviously, I won't say the selection was based on this, but yes, it gives. There's a soft corner, right? There's no way this interview could have given negative marks to the student. I hope you understand. It helps somewhere. It helps, and obviously, when you are an avid reader for an MBA college, this is very important. right? Again, it's a thriller, much better English, but will it help you for your RC passages? No, but this will definitely help you for your other things. The Google story, again a thriller. The reason I've chosen this book is how search was revolutionized by two guys. I think Larry bin Sergi Ben, something like that. Larry and Sergi, that's what I call. Larry and Sergi, these two guys. It will tell you all the initial things about Google. Now, that is something you won't find today. Yes, we know there is Android, we know there are Google Maps and other things in last 4 5 years what has happened. But the initial story, you I guarantee 90% of the students who sit wouldn't know the name of who sit for GDs and the PIs, wouldn't know the name of the founder of this company. How these guys started. Everyone say they're dropouts of Harvard and all those nonsense. How these guys started. From where did these guys get funding? Why funding was so important? How did they compete with the other search engines which were available? So it's a very, very nice read. Make sure you go through this. Yeah. If I look at the future group today, yes, the Amazons and the Flipkarts have taken over. I'll be coming out with another series of books which you should read, but which will cover a lot of those new things also. But the reason I've chosen this book, which you should read, is um, around I think 12, 13 years back. I think it was 2006 January. I don't remember exactly, obviously. 2006 January. Yes, till that time, yes, Big Bazaar and everything was open, right? This guy came out with that, Republic Day sale. I still remember this Republic Day sale. I used to live somewhere in Lower Parel, and then the sale came. We went to Big Bazaar. I had personally gone at that point of time. My goodness, the rush was awesome. What I want to say is this guy changed the way retail is done in India. Retail in India was always, the small shop, people will go visit, the shopkeeper will show things. This guy changed it. All the malls and everything you see today, this is from where it came. Right? So again, today if you see, no, I'm not concerned about what is happening today. Yes, it's okay. Everyone is supposed to know, and almost all the students would be knowing how all this came into picture. If you know the brief story, a lot of people, compare this with Walmart. No, this is wrong. Wrong. Indian mentality, the way Indian consumer behaves in a shop is different than the way a consumer of United States behave. So the structure of Walmart is different. The structure of Big Bazaar is different. It's different. So you read this book, you'll find a lot of things. All the initial hiccups, the government policies, the changes, the union issues this guy had to face. A lot of things you'll find. The employees issues, how the Indian consumer behaves. They want to check product by their own hands. They want someone to assist and all those things. Why for this guy Kolkata is so important. So many things will come to know, and trust me, you put 2 or 3 points from of this sort during a group discussion or in an interview, that's it, you're done. If this is something different, right? I hope you understand. So do read these books. They'll definitely help you during your CDs and the PIs and the GDs, right? To some extent in essay writing also, only to some extent. I'll come out with a few more videos wherein I'll take those books which will also help you for your RC passages. That is somewhere which for CAT, yes, people want those kind of reading. So I'll come out with those kind of books also. That's it. Thank you. Goodbye.